Then when it comes to the system implementation, you need to make sure that you have video, as I talked about, auditory. Well, people learn in 3 different modes: video, audio, and kinesthetic. So you want to make sure that you hit each one of those. The video is going to hit both audio and visual, and also the video. The visual will be hit by the video and also your written down text. The audio will get hit in the video, and then kinesthetic, which is part of our process anyway. How do you teach someone? That process that I took you through, how I teach someone, part of it is getting them to actually do it. And then you need to test and tweak with a small group. So once you've created this system, it's a good idea to then get your dummy group that's going to run the system and trial it and try and find out where those errors are, and they'll test and tweak, and then they'll go into Edit Me or whatever process you have for them to give you feedback. And part of it is when you go through the quality control, when they're running the system for the first time, you'll see where their issues and errors come up. And then what you want to do is incorporate that back into the system. So if you're getting asked by the same little test group all the same questions, like how do I know what keyword to select as my anchor text, you go, well, that's a failing in the system. I now need to build into the system that we talk about how to choose the right keyword. So you run it through, I suppose, like a little bit of a focus group. So you test and tweak with a small group and give feedback early and often. I can't offer that advice enough, Ryan. Give feedback early and often to make sure that you catch them early on, so that way when it's rolled out, then all big problems once start out as a small problem. So let's make sure that we get it while it's still a small problem, so when they roll it out to 50 sites, we haven't got so far down the track that it's going to be more work to try and undo what it is that they've done. Make it part of your training. So at that point, once you've tested it, then you want to incorporate it into your training process as part of the induction. So when someone comes on board, once you know that system is a good system and it's working, then it gets implemented into the process of when someone signs up and they go through their training process. And then you need to monitor and improve. So we use comments in Edit Me. You need to make sure that this is building into the culture of your business to make sure that they'll give you that feedback, because you don't want to go the way of Blockbuster. You need to make sure that your systems are evolving. Just a little bit of a recap. I won't go into too much detail because we talked about that, about the idea of teaching them. So once you've got that system in place, you need to show them, do it with them, and then let them do it on their own, flawlessly. So you need to keep checking back in, however many times it takes at step 3. And then after that, then they need to teach someone else, which is all about creating the systems.